Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Man, what a great win. What a great team victory from these Raiders, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody out there. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Let me tell you something, man. I am so proud of this team right now. I'm extremely proud of this team, this defense, man. Shout out to all of the people out there, man. Let me get my shout outs and salutations before we get to cooking, man. He said, "You'll never be better than us Browns fans, even with Minshew a starting QB." Listen, man, you say what you want to say, brother, but we got the dub today, man. Shout out to my guy in God we trust. Salute, Waste, and we squeak past the Browns today. Lord willing, we do the same next week. Oh, hell yeah, man. My guy, Mackie ENT, is in a place. Nate Dogg is in a place. Anthony is in a place, man. Marzell Simmons, man. Let's go. Let's effing go, man. Louis Garcia is in a place, man. Yo, Minshew played the second quarter well. Second, Getsy got out his bag and called another shitter. Yeah, man. Getsy, listen, I'm not going to sit up here and dog Luke Getsy right now, man. We got over 250 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted, man. My guy, A, with the $2 holler. Madsen, running back number one. It's looking that way. It's looking that way, man. My dog DeMokes is in the place to be with another $2 holler. Bring out the cigars, baby. And whoa, no, hell no. Oh, hell no. What the F is wrong with you, DeMokes? What the F is wrong with you? What is wrong with you guys today? Talk about some damn bait. What the F is wrong with DeMokes? You're about to get blocked. The hell is wrong with you, man? Charles Snowden, a.k.a. Anthony Joshua, the closer. Yeah, man. Charles Snowden, man. Yo, man, this defense showed up big, man. Showed up big. I have one thing to say for Mr. Zamir White. Now, I wanted to see Zamir White. I wanted to get the first quarter of the season to check him out. With that being said, I think we've seen enough. Zamir White doesn't have any vision, and now he's fumbling the football. It's not his first time fumbling. Zamir White, happy trails, Zamir White. I think the Raiders need to lean into Madsen right now. There's a lot of you that have been calling for it. I wanted to continue to see how Zamir White played. He had a couple of good plays. You know what I mean? He had one where he could have broke almost a 98-yard touchdown. He got tackled. I think the Zamir White as starting running back experiment is over. I think you have to split those carries equally and go with the hot hand from here on out. My guy, Terry Ogden, Madsen averaged 20 yards a clip till the fourth. Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Vance City Raider, the Zamir White experiment is over. It has to be, man. Guys, we're going to get into it, man. We are going to get into it, man. Yo, the Raiders, man, played a terrific game. Gardner Minshew was 14 for 24 with 130 yards. He was sacked 2 times. He did not throw a touchdown, but he had a 73.3 rating. He played very, very under control, man. Shout out to Gardner Minshew. Alexander Madsen, 5 carries, 60 yards, 12-yard average, a 24-yard run. Zamir White, 17 carries, 50 yards, 2.9 a carry. DJ Turner, 1 carry, 18 yards in a tub. Man, that was great play design by Luke Getsy. And DJ Turner is such a stout runner, man, at the wide receiver position. That guy got to get more touches going forward. I don't care what nobody say. Tariq McAllister, 2 touches, 11 yards, 5.5 yards a carry. Oh my God, man, what the hell? After this exciting game, what the hell is wrong with me, man? I'm yawning already. I have to make an emergency call to the wife. An emergency call to the wife. I'm sorry already, guys. We got over 454 people in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Share this thing out over social media. Sweetheart, I'm yawning on the air. I'm dying here. I need a cup of coffee. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Mrs. Wasted to the rescue once again, everybody. Mrs. Wasted to the rescue. She's saving my life yet again. She saved my life when I was younger. She's saving it again, man. Shout out to Mrs. Wasted Talent. Yo, John, In our future games going forward, we need to aggressively try to get a touchdown every time we touch the ball. Bro, every team is aggressively trying to get a touchdown every time they touch the football, bro. It's just football. But the thing is, this is not the most explosive bunch of fellows going. Trying to tell you something, man. Unbelievable. It's a hard-fought victory, man. My guy, Alex Rebel Rojas, is in the place to be. Shout out to everybody. We got over 500 people in the room. We wasted what your brother wasted, man. The guys play with more purpose, still questioning Getsy, though. And, that's fair. That's fair. Luke Getsy has done nothing to get all the questions off of him, bro. He is going to be questioned until we make a playoff run. Let's make no mistake about it. Let's make no mistake about it, man. Shout out to Terry Ogden, man. Shout out to my guy, Terry. Shout out to freaking... Hold on, I just missed that one too, man. Shout out to Lord Zemanus, man. Where you been, Lord? Glad we won this, but this O is atrocious. And the defense has some serious holes in the secondary. Again, glad we won, but each week is week one to me. And, listen, Lord Zemanus, that is a fact, man. I cannot question that. This team is still kind of shaky, but listen, we gotta when we win, we gotta take these moments. We gotta embrace these moments. I'm not gonna sit up here and shit on a team after they got a victory. I'm not gonna do it. You gotta give the Raiders a lot of credit. They had a lot of intestinal fortitude. They answered the bell. Antonio Pierce called them out publicly, which I wasn't in favor of him doing it publicly. Listen, behind closed doors, cool. Publicly, I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff, right? But that's me. Maybe I'm from a different generation. But the team answered the bell, and I respect it. I freaking respect it, man. So look, let's get back into it, man. Let's get back into it. We had some of the stats from the game. Trey Tucker had 1 rush for 3 yards and a touchdown. Trey Tucker was phenomenal today, man. Trey Tucker is a guy going forward. You really are going to have to lean on Trey Tucker going forward, man. As far as receiving goes, Jacoby Myers, 5 receptions for 49 yards. 19-yard was his young. Oh, my God, I'm stuttering. I'm so excited, man. He had a 19-yard reception, was the longest of the day. 9.8-yard average. Trey Tucker, 5 receptions, 41 yards. Harrison Bryant, 2 receptions for 21 yards. Brock Bowers with a pretty pedestrian and quiet game this game. 2 receptions for 19 yards, man. Man, I had Brock Bowers going off today. A little surprised he didn't, but it's all good, man. It's all good, man. We got the dub. And fumbles lost. Zamir White won. That to me reigns big. But the true story of this game was how this defense played. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off negative, and then we're going to come back positive. Listen, Luke Masterson played like absolute crap today. I don't know what happened to Luke Masterson, but I think Luke Masterson's a guy who probably shouldn't be playing a whole lot, right? Guys, I got to take a pause for the cause real quickly. Shout out to BetUS. There's still some late game action out there. I hope you guys went and partook in BetUS today, but we got to get this read out the way. BetUS. You get 150% of your first deposit up to $2,000, and you get 125% of your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. Listen, man, there's no better deal going than BetUS. All you got to do is go on over to BetUS, get you an account. They have, wagering on everything from the National Football League to snooker to politics. I mean, it's unbelievable. I have never seen a more comprehensive sports book than over at BetUS. Going over there, and once you go over there, use code YouTube150 and they'll get you right. Shout out to BetUS. Now, listen, let's get into this, man. We got some supers here, man. I'm going to read the supers. We're going to get back into it. My guy, Pride and Purpose. Lost my dad last night. Great win. Hope Pops enjoys it from above. Everyone hug and kiss your family while you can. Let's go Raiders. Salute wasted. Yo, Pride and Purpose, man. I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your father. Coming from a person who lost my father, it is one of the biggest losses you can have in your life, my brother. And I just want to give you my condolences, man. Like, for real. Like, my heartfelt condolences, man. We want to give a moment of silence for your dad really quickly. Everybody in the chat, put the rest in peace and the prayer hands up for our brother Pride and Purpose. He's always over here rocking with us at Raider Nation Unlimited, man. Shout out to Pride and Purpose, man. But we're going to give a moment of silence real quick, yo. Yo, salute to Pride and Purpose, man. Rest in peace to your father, my brother. For real, man. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I mean, in a time like this, brother, I'm glad that if this gives you any comfort over here rocking with us, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you entrusting us with your mental health, coming over here rocking with us, my brother. Thank you, man. My guy Terry Ogden, not Zeus. Yeah, hell no, not Zeus at all. Zamir White, a zone running back, run with Madsen, Labe, and Abdullah. Yeah, man, and maybe you can go out on the scrap heap and get a running back. But we're going to get into that a little later. We're going to keep breaking down what happened in the game. My brother, Larry DM, we have to give A.J. Cole his flowers. Yes, the hell we do. A.J. Cole had a hell of a game. He gets one of my game balls for the day. But listen, I said what we're going to do is we're going to start negative and we're going to go positive, man. My guy, Rick Glenn, man. We have the Broncos, Steelers, Rams, and Chiefs in the next 4 games. What do you think our record will be in the next 4 games? Rick Glenn, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't know. I don't know. This team is so up and down, so helter-skelter, and it all depends on the health of a lot of the people that we have out right now. You know, Max Crosby has a high ankle sprain. That's something that can linger for the rest of the season. Devontae Adams, for what we understand, has a hammy issue. That's something that's a week-to-week issue, right? So we don't know. And I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to need Max Crosby if you're going to be playing against the Steelers and the Chiefs and the Rams. You're going to need Max Crosby against the Broncos. The Broncos play well. They got a dub against the New York Jets today. They play well, man. But this is a crucial stretch, man. The next quarter of this season is crucial and vital, man. Yo, we got almost 1,000 people in the room, y'all. Get wasted with your brother wasted, man. My guy, offense looked good for the backbone of the game, just bad on the shoulders. Hopefully Getsy will learn something looking at film. We did well in the middle of the game, more of that. Yeah, that's damn right. But look, man, we also got to realize that the Cleveland Browns have Myles Garrett. And what I'm very hopeful for is these young offensive linemen. Jackson Powers-Johnson played phenomenal today, man. Shout out to Jackson Powers-Johnson. And DJ Glaze did very, very, very good, man. He really did, man. Yo, I can't be mad at Glaze or Powers-Johnson. I think that they've given this offensive line a makeover right in midseason. I don't think that it's a coincidence that this offense looked 100 times better with both of those guys on the field. It looked 100 times better. There were open rush lanes. It was a sight to see that Tom Telesco did his thing in his draft. Now I want to get some more tape on these guys to play a little bit more. But let me tell you something. Them guys balled the hell out, man. My guy Terry Ogden with the $2 holler. Masterson, he said Asserson. Oh yeah, Luke Masterson needs to be. Look, Luke Bastardson needs to be benched, bro. It's time, man. Amari Gaynor, Amari Burney, man, the 2 Amaris. We got to roll that way, man. It's about that time. That guy has not been playing well at all, man. He's getting cooked, man. Zamir White, bench for Labe. Glad the Raiders won, though. Sir Shah, shout out to my guy with the $2 holler, man. Appreciate you, man. Yo, my guy, Marquise Wilder, has been a member for 23 months, man. Been supporting since the very beginning. Gainer time, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, man, Lucas Masterson, man. He gets a raspberry today. Luke Masterson gets a raspberry today. He played like shit today. He really did. Luke Masterson was getting cooked all day. Luke Masterson, Zamir White gets another raspberry today. You know, Zamir White, it's time for the Zamir White experiment to end. It's enough of the Zamir White nonsense. It is. Zamir White cannot be the feature back for this team unless, you put him in a supporting role and he breaks out in that. I've seen enough of them trying to shoehorn Zamir White into that starting role to replace Josh Jacobs. He has all the ability in the world, but the man is not holding on to the football. He has no vision. And let me tell you something. This offense looks decidedly worse when he's on the field more. It just does, man. And it's crazy because, like my man, Mr. Music Paramore, every game it looks like the offense is fighting the defense and Getsy's play calling. Yo, bro, it's unbelievable, man. Some of the play calls, man, I have to question, man. Some of the times he's calling these runs, some of the nonsensical play calls, throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage didn't happen as much today, but it happened in an inopportune time. Man, it's nasty freaking work. My guy's Taino Raiders in the place. Salute to you, wasting the Raider Nation. Salute to my brother Taino Raider, man. Yo, shout out to everybody in chat. We got about 1,000 in the room, man. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yo, let me get down to some of these supers, man. It's you guys have showed up in here big time, man. Everybody's excited. My guy Mick Raider. What up, Wasted? Defense played well without Max. The offense is still a problem. Play calling at the end was terrible. Yeah, now see, the thing is, you have to take what the defense gives you. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it, baby. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. You have to take what the defense gives you, and this is the thing. The Raiders they're very, very lucky. Myles Garrett was hobbled, and they have him kind of on a pitch count. Myles Garrett has had a lingering issue ever since week 1, and he's not been healthy, and they don't really play him. They've been playing him like half the snaps. Last week they played him 58% of his snaps. I gotta look and see where they played him today. But we got off lucky, man. I'm telling you right now, man. My guy, TNT. Oh, wait. Glad we got that dub. Getsy still got to go. Look, bro, I don't know if he got to go, but I know that he needs to paradigm shift the way he calls these plays. He has a pretty decent playbook. Decent concept. You know what I mean? Is shrouded in what works around the National Football League. I just think as a play caller, he needs to understand his personnel. I think there's a lot of, and I hate to say this, and I'm not blaming Devontae Adams, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think that there's a concerted effort to try to get Devontae the ball, and there should be when you have a superstar like that. But I think it's a lot of paralysis by analysis. I think they're overthinking things. You got to just let it flow. Ride the hot hand. Ride the hot hand because you have a lot of young players up front. You have a pedestrian quarterback. Ride the hot hand, man. My guy, Sweet Jazz. Outside of a couple bad calls on JPJ, the O-line was functional today. No loss as good as an ugly win, man. I'll take it, man. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll take an ugly win every day of the week. My guy, Terry Ogden with the $5 holler, man. Prayers, pride, and may he be gone from this earth, but always with you. Shout out to our guy, Pride and Purpose, man. He is a contributor over here at Raider Nation Unlimited. He's always in the chat, man, and my heart goes out to him and his family, man. My guy, Drew, 713 with the $10 special. We have a real problem with our play calling. This dude was terrible in Chicago, and now it's going to get worse. 3rd and 3, trying to get them to jump off sides and waste the time out. Now, the thing is this, man. I don't know if that was a Gardner Minshew mistake because he was supposed to try once, but he wasn't supposed to try it a couple of times. That might have been a mental lapse by Gardner Minshew. I'm going to be honest with you. But, man, I love the way this team freaking stepped up, man. I love it, man. Love it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Look, we're going to go on over my guy, Graham Kent. Jackson Powers Johnson's a boost energy. Dude's got character on the field. Yes, the hell he does, man. Yo, I'm waiting for the Raiders presser. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders presser is on right now. Salute to everybody in the chat. We are going to show you guys the Raider presser right now, y'all. The talent. We are going to be putting this on for you right now. Raider presser from Twitter.
And how certain guys' careers work, right? Here's a guy who gets drafted, practice squad, journeyman. We pick him up last year. And to be honest, you saw it in the spring. He gained some weight. You're like, oh man, he's making some flash plays. Didn't work out initially. We don't put him on an active roster, on a 50-man roster. He goes to practice squad. Injuries happen. He gets pulled up, and we've asked him to do a lot, from special teams to playing linebacker to playing DN. That height, that length, and more importantly, his effort. I thought that was a prime example of that last play, just full blown. We need to have it. It's 4th and 3, game on the line, and he did everything he could. Robbie and Andre Carter, all those hours that we spend on the side, work with players extra and longer, really came to fruition tonight.
Antonio, I know Jack Jones didn't play that first quarter. Is that just kind of that sign of that accountability that you've referenced in the past?
Yeah, that was my decision. That's between me and Jack.
Coach, can you talk a little about the spirit of court this week compared to last? It seemed like the effort this week was pretty much right on.
Yeah, because last week was disappointing. And that's, if it's one thing we can do, we control our effort and our energy and our passion and love for the game, which I always speak about. And that didn't show up last week, and that's on me. But this week, man, they kind of took the bull by the horns. And what I love seeing, and I'm glad nothing's happened from an official standpoint, is that when we make a play, I mean, you turn around, I mean, it's just Raiders running right and left, celebrating from the interception to those 2 touchdowns late in the game. The way these guys, really gel together, I think, especially this week when there was a lot of people poking holes at our team and individuals, that they stuck together. Okay, thank you guys.
That was Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce addressing the media right now. Guys, listen, man, this has been, man, I love the way Antonio Pierce is learning from his mistakes. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Antonio Pierce is learning from his mistakes. My brother Hug D's in the place, one of the mod fathers, man, wasted. Got a dub. Give me a Raiders. You damn right, Hug D. Shout out to my guy, Hug D's, man. Hey, listen, guys. Gardner Minshew is at the podium. We bring them back.
Huge roles in our win today, man. Against a really good defense, a really good defensive front. Those dudes stepped in, didn't hesitate, and did exactly what we needed them to do. Cool.
Obviously, this team has wanted to run the ball effectively all season. Today, it finally did.
You were now rocking with the
How much
best
easier was
wasted
your
talent.
job, knowing that these guys could get the critical yards at the critical times?
Yeah, it was huge, man. Hats off, to the O-line. They really locked it in. They've been challenged, these last 3 weeks, and they really turned it on today and played a great game. And then our backs, Z and Alex, ran hard, got some big plays, big first downs. And when you're able to do that, keep us on track, and then the play action stuff starts working, it makes everything easier.
Gardner, what was your reaction when you were down 10-0? What was your mindset at that point?
I was just going to score the next drive, These games are long, they're always long. So, I mean, you just got to keep punching, keep giving yourself chances. Have faith in our defense that they're not going to, just keep giving up points. Like, they tighten the screws and, shut them down. And, that's the reason we won the game. So, I mean, just keeping the faith and the other side of the other 2 sides of the ball was big.
Gardner, over here, coming off lost to Carolina, being without Max and Devontae today, what does it say about the fortitude of this team?
Oh, it was huge, man. A lot of adversity this week. There's no doubt about it. But I was happy to see how we responded. I mean, I think coming Friday practice, we kind of turned the corner. The overall mood of the team changed, and everybody was really feeling it again. So it was fun to get out there and play some real team football. And I'm excited to build on this and keep moving forward.
You're not rocking with the best wasted
for a
talent.
quarterback to
Gardner Minshew.
be able to get so many different players involved. You literally had a multiplicity of guys touch the football. How important is that to be successful in this league?
Yeah, it's huge, man. I think that's what balance is. It's not always run pass, but how do you get all your players touches? We had guys that, even with a couple touches, really had impact in the game. DJ, speed sweep, huge. Brock on that first speed sweep, he didn't have as many yards or catches, but really impactful plays. We had several guys that filled that role today, man, and it was awesome, man. It felt like a real team win.
How fun was that for you just to see the flashes of speed, not only get in the end zone for DJ Turner and Trey Tucker, but also just kind of bring a new energy and life to the stadium and the crowd as well?
Oh, absolutely, man. Those dudes, they're legit. Trey, real deal burner. We got to figure out, how to let him run, how to get him the ball, let him run. And same with DJ, man. From the preseason, from camp, that dude's just continued to make plays and be a really good player. So got to continue to build with them, and I'm excited for where this thing can go. Thank you. Oh, you go.
Yeah, Gardner, I wanted to ask you, you lose the first game, you go on the road, have a big win against Baltimore, then the letdown against Carolina. Now you've got the momentum again, but you're going on the road against Denver, a division game. How do you guys keep it in check to make sure what happened last week doesn't happen again?
For sure, man. I think I don't know. It felt like the mood was off last week. The vibe was off, and I feel like as
sure
long
the
as we
hell did,
continue
man.
to foster that, the celebrations in the end zone, the celebrating big plays in practice. As long as we're having a smile and enjoying what we're doing, enjoying the people we're around, I think we're a really good football team. All right, thank you.
Yo, that was Gardner Minshew, everybody. Gardner Minshew. Look, the Raiders, man. When you talk about a team coming together after a catastrophic win last week, and that win looms so large because, man, the one thing I can say about this team, you could complain about Gardner Minshew, you complain about the people we don't have on this roster, but the one thing I'm seeing is that this is a team that has had a chance to legitimately win every game we've played this year. We should have won the Carolina game. I don't even want to go back to that. But, man, let me tell you something, man. This Raider, I'm very, very, very excited about what just happened, man. Like the energy, Pal Mal, brother. Now, Pal Mal's another guy. Game ball from Isaiah Pal Mal. He played terrific. That kid is box office. He is the future of this Raider secondary. He is the future. I don't think after this, and listen, Marcus Epps is well-loved. He's a guy who's helped a lot of these young guys on his roster. A lot of these guys on his roster, when were wearing his jersey coming into the game, they love Isaiah Pal Mal. But not Isaiah Pal Mal, but Marcus Epps. But let me tell you something. I think we found our safety, the future in Isaiah Pal Mal, man. Man, that kid played lights out, man. He is a humongous reason why we won this game. Him knocking that ball out to Jerry Jeudy was really saved this football game. Really saved this football game. The sack on Deshaun Watson, also another huge play by Isaiah Pal Mal, man. My guy Ricardo B is in the place, man. Madsen Ave in 2 yards, Zeus out. That's what the F I'm talking about, man. My guy Pride and Purpose, man. Thank you for everyone. Heart is heavy, but nothing can stop what God has in motion. Love this Raider fan for real. Yo, Pride and Purpose, we love you too, brother. Appreciate you, bro. You ain't got to, yo, man. Bro, listen, you know that over here, man, we ride with you over here, my brother. Yo, man, listen, man. Yo, you ain't got to thank us, bro. You ain't got to thank us, bro. You know, yo, this is real. Our hearts are heavy for you, man. Our hearts go out to you and the family, my brother, for real, man. And that's a positive outlook, man. That's a real positive outlook to what went on, man, in your life, man. Shout out to you, man. My guy Rated Jimmy CT with the $2 holler, man. Finally got the run game going. Just one, baby. Shout out to my guy Rated Jimmy CT. My brother GA Patriot. It weren't pretty if it weren't perfect, but with our top dude sideline, we just be the top tier team with the field full of rookies. The futures looks bright. And my guy with the $10 holler, man, my guy GA Patriot, thank you for supporting the channel. And my brother, Sweet Jazz. Does Minshew's mobility give us a better chance to win over AOC's accuracy? Tired of the bad passes. Now, and guys, we got a special guest here. We got our brother Hammer in a place to be, man. You have the Beast of the East, Wasted Talent, with our brother Hammer. White man, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Wash your faces and your asses. Hammer's in the place, man. Now, Hammer, what's the deal, brother? I know you did the whole game. You know, Hammer and Graf do the live stream over at Hammer's channel, man. They do a terrific job, man. What are some of your takes, my brother?
I still think we need to fire Getsy.
You still, you know what?
Oops.
Bro, look, this is the thing with Luke Getsy, man. I don't hate his playbook. I don't hate his playbook. I think he has a lot of magic in that playbook. I just hate the way he calls plays.
Yeah, his play calling is questionable as hell.
Yeah, so I don't think you have to fire him, but there might be a way where you can have, you know, somebody else kind of chime in. I mean, look, if you got too many cooks in the kitchen, I understand it, but maybe, you know, some of these more veteran coaches can go over him with his first few plays, man, his scripted plays. Maybe there can be something to where there's a consortium when you gotta have it, you know, because he might need a little help and a little tutelage. I'm not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater with Getsy.
There's just a couple of questionable calls, especially late in the game on that 4th and short. That run play to Zamir who fumbled. It's just like, dude, like we need to hold on to the ball. We need to keep driving. We need to hold this lead. Like, fortunate enough with Snowden to make that incredibly amazing stop to seal the game for us. But this is a team that was missing their 2 tackles. You saw Watson on the sideline fighting with the dude, his right tackle.
Dawad Jones.
Yeah, like,
and
realistically,
Dawad Jones is not a bad young player. He's
right.
young. I remember him coming out the draft. He's a guy that I wanted the Raiders to take a look at. It's not bad, big guy, but you know, he was in a compromising situation and he kind of failed, right? You know, when you start looking at a Deshaun Watson, right? Deshaun Watson is starting to trend towards the player he was. I think a lot of what's been holding Deshaun Watson back is him understanding this playbook and him gaining and garnering the respect from his teammates. He really hasn't been around. They said that since he's been here, it's been three seasons since he's been here. Yeah. Deshaun Watson has only really played 16 games. This is 16th game being played. He's been hurt a lot. So, you know, you can't just come into the locker room and garner the respect of men like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Hammer. I hear what you're saying, though, brother. I definitely hear what you're saying when it comes to us going up against, a rookie in Zach Zinter at guard. Christian Wilkins 8 today. He was very disruptive. Snowden was very, very disruptive, but it was not like we went out there and beat the guys that we would normally be starting against. And conversely, we had backups versus backups. We won that game, right? So my brother, really quickly, man, I didn't mean to cut you off. When you look forward, right? Look at everything that we got as a game. What do you want to see out of Getsy, man? Because I don't necessarily see them firing an offensive coordinator in the middle of the season. I just don't see it happening, bro. So what would you like to see from Luke Getsy?
Utilize Madison more. Madison should be the lead featured running back for us moving forward.
Oh, that's clear. That's clear now. I've seen the light. I wanted to see Zamir White a little more. I want to see it at least 4 games. I don't like to make snap judgments when it comes to personnel, but it's getting to the point where it, not only are you not effective, but now you're turning the football over. Now there shouldn't be this 60-40 split with carries. That 60-40 split, if it's going to happen, should go to Madsen.
I agree.
Really quickly, Hammer. Let me get this super out the way. My brother, Joe Capital Ramos. First of all, F all the AP haters praying on his downfall. That's a fact. Second, JPJ and Parham are an amazing guard duo. Third, Zamir, White, Pete, and Whitehair, their Ari's applications today. Damn, Capital. Yeah, I mean, damn, Sadate. My guy Mick Rader's in a place with a $5 holler. Shout out, where you been, Mick Rader? AP was pissed at some of them offensive play calls. Like when they had to call the second time out, Getsy needs to be better, and AP has to hold him accountable. And that has a lot to do with it to me, Hammer. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of this is about AP being more forceful for what he actually wants out of this situation. He needs to be the head coach. He needs to kick Luke Getsy in his damn teeth.
I agree. Hold these guys accountable. Make an example of them if you have to. Like, we heard what he said a couple of weeks ago in the presser as it pertained to the running back position. Whoever has the hot hand is the guy that's going to be the lead carrier. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. That should have been going on for the last 2 weeks. And I really would have been happy to see Lau be out there for a couple of touches. He might have produced a little bit more. Now, you and I were talking about this last week when I was saying, look, you could even have both running backs out there, run a pro gun formation. You're like, they don't really do that in the league anymore. Funny enough, I'm sitting there watching that the Jets-Broncos game today. They ran it with Rodgers, Braylon Allen, and Breece Hall for a pass play. It wasn't a completed pass play, but that confuses the linebackers. And linebackers aren't really known for their coverage skills. Confuse the shit out of them. Make plays happen. I'm happy we got the win. Don't get me wrong, guys, but we definitely should have put up a lot more points. It was a very slow start for us to begin the game. We were down 10-0. We came back with 20 unanswered points, but we could have did a little bit better.
Hammer, get this negativity the F out of here. The F out of here. Hammer, what's wrong with you? Now, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I understand what you're saying, bro, but we have a team that are not doing the basics right. I don't want to put our offensive players in a position with too much razzle-dazzle. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe I'm old school. You can call me what you want. But I can't, look, man, we are not, we got running backs who aren't hitting the hole, right? We have wide receivers who are dropping the football and things like that. I like to keep things a little more simple. Now, today, when I look at what's going on, bro, I see DJ Turner get involved. And it seems like anytime DJ Turner's on the field, good things happen, bro. I want to see some more DJ Turner. Whichever way you slice it, whichever way you can get him on the field. I know there are a lot of guys with contracts and all this other stuff, but we need to kick that to the side. DJ Turner, ever since I've seen him in preseason, bro, is looking like he's on a mission, bro. He ran hard, man. He maximum effort at all times. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I need to see some more DJ Turner, man. Real quick, my guy, Rusty. Our players gutted out despite terrible coaching on both sides of the ball at the end. What happened to the pressure D? What you mean, bro? I mean, listen, man, I think this defense, man, you're missing a Max Crosby. You're not going to get the same kind of pressure up front, bro. Christian Wilkins played phenomenal. Charles Snowden played phenomenal. One thing I did notice, though, One thing I did notice, man. One, Getsy, and correct me if I'm wrong, Hammer. Luke Getsy called this game completely different from a standpoint of not having Devontae on the field. And I think that kind of opened. I think he has like a sight blindness with trying to get Devontae the ball a little bit. I think that he needs to kind of focus on just spreading the football around. And I think Gardner Minshew kind of played better too, not having that kind of monkey on his back to get Devontae the ball, man. I mean, what say you, my brother?
It shouldn't be always about Devontae Adams. Like, look, we have plenty of formidable weapons on the offense, and we've talked about this going into the season. And look at what Jacoby Myers did for us today. Look at what Tucker did for us today. Look what Turner did for us today. Like, the ball was spread around. Even Bryant, Harrison Bryant, with Mayer being out, he stepped up. He had
Mackey
he did a
Award
solid
winner.
job. Brock wasn't his best outing today.
Yeah, I mean, do you
that
think
first
they were
play, I
not
was
looking
like,
at Brock? Do you think they weren't looking at him, or do you? Because he was open a lot. Do you think they were missing Brock? Like, do you think it was on him, or was it on the quarterback?
I'm gonna say it was probably on Minshew.
I would say so too. You know, that's the one thing about Gardner. He leaves a lot of guys wandering around in space, and he doesn't really get him the football. I mean, one thing I noticed about Gardner Minshew, and I want to give him his props and his snaps and his praise, but I wouldn't be honest and I wouldn't be objective. I didn't say this. Gardner Minshew has some serious accuracy issues. Serious accuracy issue. He missed a lot of big throws, man. A lot of big throws. I think that they could have blown this game open had he completed that deep one to DJ Turner. He had him. You know what I mean? You know, like pro quarterbacks don't miss that. It was a couple of times with Jacoby Myers. He has some big throws, man. I mean, do you think, you know, and this isn't a situation where he was under duress like he normally is. That's just kind of who he is. He's a very erratic quarterback, man.
The offensive line stepped up minus, except for Colton Miller. JPJ his first start, couple penalties. Yeah, your very first start, so I'm gonna give you a hall pass for that.
Yeah,
James didn't do too bad of a job. I think the guard tandem of Parham and JPJ is what we've been needing, and I think I'm pretty sure I've said it countless times the first few weeks of the season. And then Glaze stepped up in the absence of Mumford, so I think they held their own for the most part. But it's Minshew's decision making and sometimes lack thereof. Like, he really takes way too much time, and they had shown like a little stat about that with release. His completion percentage under 2.5 isn't too bad, but over is where the trouble starts, and he's got to clean that up.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I think going forward, you know, DJ Glaze is our right tackle. Whether Mumford comes back or not, DJ Glaze is our right tackle. Let me get some of these supers in. AP said the refs kept warning about JPJ. Guess he was playing a little nasty. I like it. Let's fucking go. Keep the Raiders energy in the building, man. Shout out to my guy, Midnight Raider King, man. Yo, hold on. Let me get down here, man. Midnight Raider King. My guy, DC Raider Rich, is in the place. Y'all need to watch the pressure. Minshew winced hard when lifting his right arm. I saw it. Are we going to AOC soon? Salute the Hammer. Wait, yeah, no, I saw AOC. Not AOC. I saw Gardner Minshew, you know, on his throwing shoulder. But listen, it's right after the game. He's raw. He just got out the shower. He's going to get some treatment. I think Minshew will be fine. To be honest with you, if he's not, AOC is a very, very capable player. We're going to be all right. Now, look, let me get to some more of this. Yo, my guy, Big Mike Raider, Getsy mixed it up today. He did all right today. We established the run. It was ugly, but we established it nevertheless. And that was the one thing that we were looking to see, bro. That was the one thing. Big Mike, shout out to my brother, Big Mike. He went to his brother's house to watch the game, bro. Look, my guy, YouTube user, I disagree. Getsy is trying to appease AP with the bully ball. AP needs to let him cook. No. I think AP needs to be the head coach. You have to, as an offensive coordinator, you have to acquiesce to the vision of what's coming from the top of the organization. I like the style of play that AP brings to the table because I know where it comes from. It comes from Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin is one of my favorite coaches ever because of the way he set the table. He was always consistent. Old school smash mouth football wins in this league. It just does, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. All of the razzle dazzle is great, but you have to have that kind of aggressive play in your toolbox. And I love that AP is building this foundation of a tough-ass football team going up. Yo, my guy. Oh, my girl, Raider Deb. Shout out to Raider Deb. Excuse me, the flying wonderful Raider Deb, yo. Shout out to you for the $5 holla. Appreciate y'all. Tough game, but we got this shit. Shout out to Raider Deb. And you watch your mouth. It's a family show, Raider Deb. Thank you. Shout out to my guy here, my guy David. The amount of attention Tay and Bowers are going to draw, it will cause so many mismatches. But can Minshew be accurate enough to take advantage? And that's been the biggest problem throughout this season. There's been a lot of pause. I'm gonna say it, meat left on the bone, Hammer. I'm gonna be 100% real with you, man.
Hey, no Diddy, man.
Yo,
No Diddy.
thank you. But we are full Diddy with that content. I was like, no, not at all, man. I don't listen. The P Diddy slander, we going a little too hard on the P Diddy slander.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Lee, I don't listen, bro. Like for me, bro, I don't like to prey on nobody downfall, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a piece of shit. I've never liked Puffy. I've never liked, even in the 90s, because that's, look, man, I was an adult in the 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my era. I don't like him, but all of this, like, man, I don't want to hear about this effing loser. F him. Whatever happens to him, it's God's will. But I don't want to pray on nobody downfall, my guy. But Joe, check it out, man. My guy, when you start talking about leaving a little bit on the bone, leaving things at the table, I think the Raiders have been their own worst enemy when it comes to, like Gardner Minshew executing, Zamir White executing. Like, bro, we do this every time we have a coaching staff here. And I want us to get that out of Raider Nation. We got to call it like we see it, bro. Some of these guys are not executing. You want to fire coaches all the time. We want to get rid of GMs all the time. We want to blame everybody. Guess what? You have to execute. And that has been a big problem with the Raiders offense this year, man.
You know what's funny, though? I'm looking at the stats right now with Minshew this season with us. Completion percentage, 70.7%. 877 pass yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 7.1 yards on average. A rating of 88.7 in the 4 games he started so far for us. 16 rushing yards, 3 interceptions. He's been sacked 13 times. Obviously, you can share the blame in regards to the sacks between him not getting rid of it or him not trying to extend plays with his feet or this offensive line. But his numbers are not bad right now. That's the thing. A couple of careless decisions here and there. Today, he went 14 to 24 for 130. He was averaging 5.4. But the one thing that stood out for us in this game was our run game, no questions asked. And I talked about this going into this week, especially as it went with first downs. We need to get more positive yards. On the ground today, we had 152 yards on the ground on 29 attempts. We averaged 5.2 a game, 5.2 today. That is going in the right direction when you were getting stopped behind the line of scrimmage. You're getting stopped at the line of scrimmage and not getting the positive yards you need to continue to drive on any offensive drives that you had. Like, that was a huge step in the right direction today. And again, I think the tandem now of Parham and JPJ played a huge role in that for us, most definitely.
That's a fact. Hey, Hammer, you know what time it is right now?
What time is it?
It's double clock, my man. It is double clock because we got that dub, baby. Let's get it rocking and rolling here. Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I feel you. I get it. But the stats don't always tell a story, Hammer. And this is where you and I kind of have a disconnect. I'm looking at what's going on out there, bro. This guy's missing people. Don't give a shit what nobody say. I don't care. I'm going to be honest with you also. Shout out to Top Beats. He talks about, I think when Zeus is used properly as an effective back, the key is sweet plays, like the one Getsy called that caused a fumble, isn't what Zeus does well. Bro, I think Zamir White, bro, look, I'm not giving Zamir White any more excuses, bro. I'm not giving him no more excuses, bro. He's gotten enough touches. We've seen enough. He is not a guy that you can lean on from week to week. Listen, I'm not saying totally bench Zamir White, but you have to really make this like we said, it was going to be a running back by committee. This is not what we've seen. This is not no running back by committee. This is exactly what it was when Josh Jacobs was. Zamir White was getting a lot of carries, bro. This is the first game where they've committed to kind of decommit from Zamir and giving Madison the ball. I think this needs to be ride the hot hand every single week. And
that's what it was supposed to be a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no, that's a fact,
I
bro.
really hope that AP saw this, looks back at the game film tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, Madison's going to be our lead back. That's it.
Yeah,
it shouldn't even be up for debate anymore.
Yeah, shout out to the fly wonderful Raider Dev. We got this. Shh. You cuss wasted. Weird. The O-line finally looked all right. Yeah, because you know why? When we start talking about this offensive line in the offseason, we were talking about Jackson Powers Johnson being a starter and possibly DJ Glaze, right? And this is what we got. I think that the Raiders need to commit to a grouping of players so these guys can get some kind of continuity and leave them out there. Let the young pups cook, man. You know, Dylan Parham went out with his ankle. We have to see how that transpired, if he's going to be ready to go next week. But Dylan Parham has played lights out. You know, I want to see these young guys cook, man. I want to see how these young and listen, I want to see us be able to build to a point where we get some bully ball going. Now, let me ask you guys a question, right? We want to talk about game balls. Hammer, give your 4 game balls out. I'm going to give mine out, and I want to get more into, you know, the minutia of what happened in this football game.
Snowden, Polamalu, Madison, and Tucker.
Man, oh man. You know, we're pretty much on the same sheet of music, right? But you know, the other person that I got to give a game ball to is JPJ. He was serving up pancakes like he was a chef at IHOP. The guy looked phenomenal. He is looking like he is going to be a Pro Bowl level player, man, just from the short sample size of what I've seen from this guy. Jackson Powers Johnson, I said, we got to see him. I'm going to reserve judgment. Yo, survey says Jackson Powers Johnson is the effing man. That's what the survey has been saying, everybody. And you know what, man? I got to give him a God. Wow. Man, I was so happy to see this guy ball out this damn game, man. But tell y'all something, man. There's a lot of people who are sitting up here, they're complaining, they're talking about AP, you know, AP, they're talking about, you know, JPJ, they're talking about this one. Listen, man, give AP his five. I'm giving AP a fucking game ball, man. All y'all that don't like AP.
What's the tutorial this is? You know what the fuck you doing.
Right. Give AP his give him his flowers. All these guys up here talking trash, give AP his effing flowers, man. That's right, fake fans, man. Fake effing fans, man. Yo, JPJ is a legit guard, man. JPJ is a legit guard. What do you think about the way Andre James played today? Andre James played pretty damn well today, man.
He stepped up. And like I said, I think from you go from left guard to right tackle, and I think everybody across the line did well. Miller.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My guy they was serving up extra syrup on them pancakes he was laying out. He's a flapjack serving up mother effer. My guy, Mr. Cold-Blooded, a.k.a. creamed corn. He got measure for your pleasure. Goes down smooth. My dog. Hey, guys, how can you forget about the leading tackler today at linebacker? I'm not forgetting about him. Can I get to my game ball?
If we could have given more than 4, Spillane would have got one. I would have gave one to Spillane, aka the psych ward, and AJ Cole.
You have been effectively muted, Hammer. What the F is wrong with you? Can I get my damn game balls, Hammer? What the F is wrong with you? Robert the axe murderer Spillane gets a game effing ball. Hammer, you were talking out of turn. The F is going on. That F is wrong with you. Thank you. Beat this up again, Hammer. You are about to get unceremoniously blocked, Hammer. You are about to be unceremoniously blocked. Thank you, Hammer. But Robert the axe murderer Spillane went crazy today. He went effing crazy. I gotta give another game ball for another great Raider. Amari Cooper. Thank you for that interception, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper gets a game ball. Amari Cooper gets a game ball today. Thank you, Amari Cooper, for being just out of sorts. I mean, hands like bricks. What the F happened to Amari Cooper? The guy can't catch a cold anymore. Man, thank you, Amari Cooper. Yo, Amari Cooper with the game ball, showing his Raider colors, man. I'm telling you right. Amari Cooper himself, baby. Woo! Hey, look, let me ask you guys a question. If you guys go out there and you scan the waiver wire, right? Do you go and pick up another running back? But it's looking like the Raiders want to impose their will on opposing defenses. And I don't know if we have the running back in the building that would allow us to do that, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I would go and scout that waiver wire for another running back, bro, to bring into the fold.
I'm gonna actually check to see who's available right now.
No, I'm talking about around the trade deadline because
yeah, but who do you think would fit right now? Who do you think would best fit this organization for us?
Bro, I don't know because listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Would have liked to seen us going out there and brought in Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt never is a guy who, but he's with the Chiefs now. He went back to where he belonged in the first place, and Kareem Hunt is not a guy that we don't deal with guys that abuse women and stuff. Mark Davis doesn't really like that, so that's kind of been an issue. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I gotta look out there and see who's on the waiver wire, man. Hammer, what the F is going on here, man? You're vibrating and gyrating. What the hell is going on here, man? Yeah, hey, man, listen, Hammer, I appreciate you for pulling up, my brother. You have a terrific, terrific night, man. Go Raiders, Hammer, peace, my brother.
Later, y'all. Hold up.
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks.
Hammer has been in the place tonight, yo. Shout out to everybody, man. Yo, Spillane balled the F out. Now, let's get into some of these numbers. Robert Spillane, 9 tackles, 3 assists, 1 tackle for loss. Isaiah Palmau, 4 tackles, 2 assisted tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass defense. Adam Butler played his ass off today. Adam Butler, 4 tackles, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss. Trayvon Merrick with a pass defense, interception, 4 tackles. Luke Bastardson was terrible today. I don't give a damn what nobody says. He got totally worked out there in pass protection. Yo, Marvin Lewis, I just effing said that, Marvin. Just said he's on his queefs. I was just saying if he was still available a few weeks ago. That was the only guy I could see, right? Jack Jones, 3 tackles, 1 assist. He didn't, Jack Jones has not been his self. I would like to see Jack Jones have a big game kind of soon. Nate Hobbs is as well. Charles Snowden, man, balled out, man, with a sack, pass defense, 2 tackles. Tommy Eichenberg, 2 tackles. J-Rob, 1 assisted tackle, 1 tackle, a half a sack. Christian Wilkins, man, an assisted tackle, but he loomed large up front, man. Christian Wilkins balled out, man. John Jenkins didn't really do a whole lot. And, yo, I got to give my guy, Chasen, some snaps, man. 3 tackles. He was very active out there. I think we got something with Chasen. They got to let him out there, man. Dalvin Cook is a little old, man. I said at the beginning of the season, man, take a flyer on Dalvin. Why not, man? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Isaiah Palmau with the sack, y'all. So those were the numbers from the game, man. Tyreek McAllister got the Sonic rings knocked out of him. We don't know how that's going to look next week, but it's glad that they got the young pup out there. I want to see some more Dylan Labe, man. Now, guys, listen, before we get out of here, man, get some of your questions in. Get some of your comments in. Get wasted with your brother. Wasted, tell a friend and tell a friend. Oh, man, this has been a most splendiferous occasion, man. Yo, that hold on Wilkins, that Amari TD was a game ball right there, man. Shout out to the refs, too. It finally works in our favor, man. Draft a running back, roll what we got, draft another nasty guard. We will be fine. All the games this year will be heart attacks. As long as we're giving 100%, we will be fine. James J., shout out to you. My guy, Kendab, number 1, became a YouTube member. Shout out to you for joining the Wasted Talent Army. It's the best way to support the channel. Everyone else, my guy, Top Beats, do me a favor. Throw the link in the chat for anyone else who wants to join Raider Nation Unlimited as a member, man. And we're going to be having some giveaways, too. Yo, the announcers were absolutely dog shit today, too. It was unbelievable. And I just cussed, too. I got to mute myself. What the F is going on? Yo, how do I feel about Tyree's play? Look, Tyree, bro. Look, man, he is showing maximum effort. He's showing maximum effort, and I can't get mad at that. But look, man, Tyree Wilson couldn't get to the quarterback unblocked. He dude, he couldn't get to the quarterback unblocked. Yeah, I mean, so in context, Tyree Wilson had a good game in context because, he was disruptive and stuff up front. He showed maximum effort and everything like that. But, unblocked, you don't get to the quarterback. He did better. He looked better, but it wasn't good enough, man. It wasn't good enough. The Flying Wonderful Raider Deb is out of here. Raider Nation, good night. Wasted, you cussed again. I did, Raider Deb. That's right. I'm excited. It's getting late. After 8 o'clock, we cuss a little bit on Raider Nation Unlimited. Yeah, I would have rather heard the Spanish announcers, bro. The Spanish announcers were lit. These announcers were Ross Tucker is always insightful, but he has the personality of a toasted bagel. The guy's terrible, man. And Jay Feely, man. I remember Jay Feely. I think he used to be the kicker for the Falcons and the Giants. Horrible. Horrendous, man. Horrendous. And the chick that they had announcing, she sounded like Susan Waltman from the Yankees. It's terrible, man. Wasted with Rashid Rice going down possibly for the season. I know they keep saying he won't be traded, but you see Tay getting traded to KC. Stop. Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? If the Raiders were to trade Devontae Adams to the Kansas City Chiefs, they would be morons. I could see Devontae getting traded, but he don't get to just go where he want to go. So no. Why would the Raiders do that? That's like giving somebody the gun and the bullets to shoot you, bro. That don't make no sense, bro. Wasted. What changes you think AP will make next week with how the team play without Max? I think that what AP is definitely going to do is I think he is going to change the mixture of who gets the football running the ball. I also think that I don't think Lucas Masterson is going to play as much as he's been playing. Hopefully Devon Diablo is back. This will make this defense whole again. I think Chasen's going to get a lot more snaps. I think from what I saw from Chasen, bro, there's a lot more there. And I think with Tyree Wilson, he has to play out of necessity, but he has to develop. I'm looking for AP to hold him a little more accountable, man. You don't ever trade in a division. You damn right, Karen Papa. I was complaining about never getting holding calls when we got that holding call. Yeah, that's right. We never get them, but we got one this time, man. God damn. I hate hearing our old announcers on the 49ers play-by-play. Yeah, man, it's nasty work here, because Papa was the man, man. But you know what? He flew a little too close to the sun and got his wings melted, yo. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Also, shout out to BetUS. Shout out to BetUS, our partner over here, Raider Nation Unlimited. Get 150% off your first sign-up bonus. Up to $2,000. Your first 3 deposits is 150% of your first deposit. 125% in your next 2 deposits, up to $2,000. Guys, going over to the BetUS. This is our partner at Raider Nation Unlimited. Shout out to BetUS, man, and thank you for being our willing and wonderful sponsor over here, man. Amar Gaynor got some snaps. He didn't get that many snaps. I got to look. My guy, S. Tyree will not be that man until his 4th year. Get over it. It's just going to take time for him to incubate, bro. He better incubate, hatch, and get out there and run. Because, bro, let me tell you something. The things that's happening with Tyree Wilson is stuff that I don't know if it can be corrected. I don't know if it can be corrected, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Look, you guys know I wasn't the biggest fan of signing Tyree Wilson. I just wasn't. I was not the biggest fan. I wasn't the fan of drafting him, but we have him, and I want to see him develop, and I'm rooting for the guy. But I don't see it. When the guy's unblocked with a straight line of the quarterback, he still doesn't get there. He's getting passed up, bro. Like my man Can't Get Right said, he's getting passed up. The guy has not been playing great, man. Look, the thing about Devon Diablo is this. He's a guy that you complain about until you don't have, right? We got to see if these young guys can play at the level of Devon Diablo and better, right? Because, out there in the open field, the one thing that I can depend on is Devon Diablo is going to come from behind and make the tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that I personally don't think that, Devon Diablo is worse than any like Luke Masterson. You know what I mean? Devon Diablo is an upgrade from Luke Masterson, and that can't be debated. So until we find somebody that's an upgrade from Devon Diablo, I want to see him play. Tyree just has to watch the ball and practice that first step. 195 times a day, do nothing, but everything else could wait to learn. Yeah, bro, you could practice. But let me tell you something. You think Myles Garrett got to practice his first step? Myles Garrett has it, bro. It's just certain things that are God-given, man. I don't think that he has. I think Tyree is a stud, man, but they have to find a way to use him a little better. Maybe it might take time. But him playing in the role that he's playing right now, he should be much more effective being the 7th pick. I'm sorry. So I think that Tyree Wilson was overdrafted, and I said that before. I mean, like yo, Ken Rowan said, yo, Tyree's so close but so far away. This football is a game of inches, man, and he's about 6 inches off. You know what I'm saying? Christian Wilkins was definitely a beast today. He was a game wrecker. He was as advertised, man. Money well spent, Tom Telesco. Wasted. That pick on my Abby is me driving to the Chargers game. Shout out to my dog, man. Hopefully we be getting a win next time we play them. Taino Raider, man. Tyree was described as a dude, but he has been a dud except for very few plays. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. It's not like with Christian Wilkins. You know, Christian Wilkins has been as advertised. And it's not the fact that he's sacking everybody. It's the fact that he's just been disruptive as hell up front, man. My God, he almost got that sack today, but he wasn't as quick off the ball. This game, last game, was better, but Tyree is our new Clee. Yeah, man, he's shit, man. Top Beats, thank you for depressing me, Top Beats. The F is going on here, man. Tyree needs to be put back at DT. He has a great bull rush. Yeah. I don't know, man. I want to keep. We drafted defensive end. I want to see him develop as a defensive end. You know, yeah. And Wilkins was bullying Watson. And you know, Watson, that's his man. And that's his man. They were college teammates at Clemson, man. Yeah, but Madison Ball, man. So, yo, listen, man. Tyree looking like a fit. Listen, man. I'd rather have Shelby Harris than fucking Tyree Wilson right now, man. Mark Thorson on 44. Clavon Chasen. The new D we picked up. Seen him in the mix, getting all sorts of close. Yes. I think he's closer to being and making an impact on this Raider pass rush than Tyree Wilson. Now, these are 2 highly drafted guys, 2 top 10 picks. Let's hopefully, you know, Chasen could be one of those guys that we bring in the Raiders develop. We've always done that. We've kind of picked guys up on the scrap heap and they play better with us, man. Development is the way of AP. It definitely is. You know what I'm saying? But say some people won't ever make that ascension, man. My guy Dub 916 Tyree got a lineman's hands on him. It wasn't a straight line. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Yeah, I mean, I gotta keep it real, bro. I gotta keep it real, man. If I don't keep it real, man, what am I doing on here, man? What am I doing on here? Yo, y'all, listen, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Once again, shout out to Bet US, America's #1 sports book, on the way out. And this show has been powered by Bet US. We're going to get out of here, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys who pulled up to the show. Shout out to Hammer. Appreciate Hammer pulling up to the show. Shout out to my guy, Big One of 83. Remember that line was banged up. Don't get too high on Chasen. Dog, I'm not going to get low on him. Only thing I can go off of is what he did. And them guys weren't any slouches. I know the line was banged up, but Chasen looked good, man. Get a guy some snaps. Let's not be fucking negative here, man. I know I'm cussing, but goddamn. My guy, Snowden. Snowden has a big batted pass late in the game that ended the game for us. Let's go. Yes, we saw that, Reese Rock. Yes, we saw it. Yes, my guy Reese's in the place, yo. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all, man. And listen, like I always say, man, y'all know what's coming.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Price went through the goddamn roof because the Raiders won today, baby. It's always a great Monday when the Raiders win. We will be rocking tomorrow, Victory Monday. All of y'all pull up, man. I love every single one of y'all. And yo, if you guys have not hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Your man Wasted wants to go through the roof, man. I need for y'all to get me to 15,000 subscribers, man. Y'all have a terrific night. Enjoy your families. Enjoy this victory, man. We gonna get on up out of here, man. This show is powered by Bet US, and I had to say that on the way out, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. See y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.